Welcome to the Black American, channel of the free and the brave. Today, I'm talking about maturity. Now, there's a saying that I live by at this point in time, and it goes like this. To be young and not be a Democrat means that you have no heart. But to grow older and not be a Republican, that means you have no brain. Now, I'm going to explain what that means intricately coming up here soon. But first, I want to react to a video because those same sentiments have come to light for a particular liberal, and they have now become a conservative. Let's get into this short real quick, and then afterwards, I'm going to react. But make sure you like, share, and subscribe so I can get up to 9,000 subscribers. I would appreciate that. And of course, leave your comments down in the comment section so we can have a conversation. Now let's get into it.
Bill Maher couldn't help but laugh at this woman's transformation from brainwash to adulthood.
It's been fascinating because I've been on this sort of journey through motherhood where, I've always been a very liberal person, maybe even a libtard. But once you have a kid, you start having thoughts that have been characterized as conservative. As soon as I had a kid, I was like, I need a gun now. Not for myself, because I've got coyotes in my yard. Right. I've got coyotes everywhere. And before I had a kid, I was like, they coexist with us. Coyotes were here first. I'm in the coyotes' home. Now I'm like, let's make hats out of them. Let's make hats. Let's make coyote boots, coyote earrings out of their eyeballs. It's just...
Bill Maher couldn't help but laugh at this woman's
Sorry about that. But that young lady is Whitney Cummings, who is a comedian, if you cannot tell. I did not know who she was initially. I do know Bill Maher, who is a liberal, but this is going to what I was just saying earlier. Once certain things happen in your life, once you get older, once you see how the world really works, you come to terms with certain conservative views and thoughts. Now, in her particular case, she had a baby, she had a child. So her innate protective skills came into play, right? She wants to protect her child from any dangerous animals or anything dangerous that could come into contact with her young baby or her young child. I'm the same way. I just have a newborn. I don't know if you can still call him a newborn, but he's a young baby, 9 months old. And protective mode is in full effect. Unlike any other time in my life, with any other person in my life, with my mom, my sisters, my wife, it changes you. It 100% changes you. And like I said earlier, the saying, to be young and not be a Democrat means you have no heart. But to be older, to grow older and not be conservative, a Republican, means you have no brain. Now let's dive into what that means. When you grow up, think about this. As babies, so innocent. They don't know the hardships of the world, the evils of the world, things that go on in the world that are very unsavory, the humans that do such atrocities. I look at my baby boy in his eyes and I can just see purity. He doesn't know all the evils, all the things that he will ultimately have to come across and learn in order to protect himself. And I have to teach him that as a father. He doesn't know all these things. So to grow up and have the mentality of generosity, benevolence to all, a sense of, dare I say, communism. That is a mindset of the youth utopia. And one thing that the world isn't is a utopia. Once you get older, you realize Everyone can't and will not be 100% happy. Well, everyone won't grow up and get everything that they wanted. And you can't be everything you want to be. Yes, you can strive to be whatever you want to be, but there's only going to be a few presidents in your life. There's only a certain amount of jobs and a certain amount of fields. And you have to have a certain intellect, certain grades, certain work ethic to get certain things. You have to have certain IQs. Sometimes your genetics just won't allow you to do certain things. I wanted to go to the NBA. I'm 5'10". I never reached even 6 foot. Steph Curry, who is short in the NBA, is 6'3". I was never going to make it. Or at least my chances were minimal. Because you got anomalies like Muggsy Bogues, D Brown, things of that nature. But are we shooting for 1 in a trillion? Or do we want to shoot for actual attainable probabilities? And let me use myself yet again, because I used to be on the liberal side of things until one day I realized that I was going down a path where I was not going to have anything set up in my later years. And I realized no one was coming to save me, no matter how much of a victimhood mentality I had, no matter how much I tried to use my skin color as a crutch, no matter how much I tried to use my good looks, my athletic ability, my charm, I had to work harder in order to get things I wanted out of life, whether or not it be professionally, whether or not it be socially, and even whether or not it be romantically. I had to go out and realize what it took and what I needed to do to attain the things that I wanted out of life. And you got to study these things. You have to find out what it takes to get what you want, because you can't just coast through life and think that things are just going to fall in your lap, because they won't. You got to go get it. The world is an ugly place, and it's going to beat you down if you don't know what the hell you're doing. Everybody can't have everything, but everybody can have a comfortable life. Only a certain amount of people are going to be millionaires and billionaires. It could be you. I'm not saying it's not going to be you, but you're going to have to work hard to get there. That's why I have come into appreciation instead of hate of certain people like Donald Trump, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, because these individuals worked hard. They went through sleepless nights, hungry nights, ridicule, criticism, and they're still going through it, because once you get that big, it never stops. Yeah, people love you on the left when you're a small business. You're trying to make it. You're trying to do the right thing. But once you blow up, you become a millionaire, a billionaire, all of a sudden it's eat the rich. Prime example, Jeff Bezos created Amazon in Seattle. They ran him out of the city. Same thing with Starbucks in Seattle. They ran Starbucks out of the city. And again, to be young and not be a Democrat, it means you have no heart. I was the same way. Everyone should be happy. Everyone should be kumbaya. oh yeah, allow all these people into the country. They're just looking for a better life. When the cultures they come from don't mix. They come here and they don't assimilate. They come here and they stay segregated from the rest of the American culture. Tell me I'm lying. If you know some immigrants, a group of them, do they speak? Are they even welcoming? A lot of the times they aren't. I'm not saying always, because I know all police are going to come down in the comment section. But when you see certain hooded individuals, are they approachable? Do they speak? Do they even know the language? And we have to understand that the world isn't perfect. And you have to understand human nature. Everyone's not a great person. All cultures don't mix with other cultures. Many cultures should be eradicated. But let's not go down that path. We have to realize we have to listen to me. We have to remain and sustain our life, our culture here. And the democratic thought processes don't work. Communism, socialism has never worked in human history. Oh, but they've never been implemented the right way. Maybe because they can't be implemented the right way. Do you want to be like Venezuela, Cuba, North Korea, Iran? Think about what you're thinking about. Think about what you're saying and proposing. There is literally democratic socialists in the world, loud and proud. Seattle has a socialist mayor. New York has a socialist mayor. We are going down the wrong path. Life has become way too easy. Some people have never been punched in the face, and it shows. We have people online, or just people in the world, thinking that everything should just be handed over to them. It should be so easy when they live in the United States of America, the most plush, luxurious countries, kingdoms, societies that has ever existed in human history. Yet people complain. We have fat, homeless people. Go to India and find a fat, homeless person. Go to anywhere in the Middle East and find a fat, homeless person. Go almost anywhere in the world and find a fat, homeless person. If you want to make it, you will. And you can. If your mentality is correct. And I'm going to say this one more time. To be young and not be a Democrat means you have no heart. And I understand that. But you must grow older. You must mature. You must learn the world and human nature. Because to grow older and not be a Republican, a conservative, means you have no brain. Make sure you like, share, subscribe. Leave your comments down in the comment section so we can have a conversation. This is the Black American channel of the free and the brave.